my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Hey guys, good morning. Sheep Elch pouring in. We are here with our Warhammer 2 campaign. This one has been requested by Dear Bro, playing Crooked Moon. Standard campaign, regular, nothing going on. We are played for about 11 turns, a little under 2 hours I think. We have quite a predicament on this turn. It's almost like the AI has become Skynet. So we'll talk what's been happening when the game loads. Yoo-hoo! There's the coffee. Yeah. It's gonna rebel anyways. So it's 10:11 here. Crooked Moon starts here. We basically just crush the Karak Norn, no downtime, and then we just rush the Karakaiser, taking the city. Early game objectives are to destroy Karak Norn and Clan Angron as fast as possible. Clan Angron gets massive bonuses when the player is Crooked Moon, so that's a little bit difficult. Especially when they still recruit 4 lords. Yeah, 4 lords, 4 armies, without their Copper Mountain, without their capital. We last time it happened, we sacked Karak Buvdar. And look at this. They again got 2 lords here. They recruited 1 and they got a Gotrek on the same turn. What a chance to that. To make matters worse, Belegar is ambushing in this area. So we can't attack nobody here, and they're gonna keep recruiting now. Isn't this like the most Skynet move you've seen in the early game from the AI? Hide their main army and keep recruiting their shitty armies so you can do a proper attack. Just wow. Just wow. Making a move here is a suicide, because the ambush could be next to the city and we could get reinforced by Gotrek, Felix, and another lord. I mean, one thing is defeat Belegar with a couple of ghosts, another thing when Belegar with a couple of ghosts have a full army with rank 5, 6, 5 now, and then it's Gotrek, Felix, and another lord, plus 5 units of garrison. So quite a predicament here, we lost all steam here. Initiative is lost because he went ambush. In the future, it's better to consider ambush stance than an encamp stance, because the AI countered it with an ambush stance. So right now we have to hope they go bankrupt and they lose a lot of units. This is it's almost like they improved the AI here, but it's just bad RNG here. The fact they got Gotrek and Felix and the Belegar is ambushing is wild. Wild. I've never seen something like this in the early game. It's most likely here, still in range of Gotrek. Even Belegar army alone would be a little bit problem. But when you add Gotrek and Felix to the mix, it's just a suicide. Hey Dr. Vector, thank you for the support. So we have this Crooked Moon campaign here, probably gonna mixing it with something else so we don't burn out. The Wood Elf DLC, there's gonna be no news this month, so we can expect some news next month, possibly release early November. So they can patch the game before the year ends. And other campaigns, we have a random ME community challenge going. You can add shekels to it. They're probably gonna be complete any day now. And we got the Clan Scryer with 20 times chaos. I've been considering doing some full Fallout New Vegas run when I hit the Vampire mode again. I'm trying to watch some TV shows, but bored of everything.
Plotting and scheming.
And the two I'm waiting for, I have not finished with the second season, so it's no rush really.
A scheme worthy of Skarsnik.
You have two goblins with armor, one goblin archer with extra AP. Both Nessus Skulkers have anti-infantry, which makes them reliable as long as they start attacking. Mary Prank says, nice with more New Vegas, I'm watching your Chainsaw Massacre run at the moment. And those are the challenge runs where we have limited lives. I was thinking more about doing a full run, you know. 100%. With no challenges or anything.
What do you want? Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
I'm pretty sure he's ambushing here. This is where he could put it here. Or here. So the safest move here is to do nothing, back off. If you're a gambling man, you could make a move and then get lucky with intercepting the ambush. And then cancel the intercept and then just kill everything except Belagar and then kill the Belagar. Skarsnik is about ambush, but he's like pseudo ambush. He gets you nice ambush chance and defense chance when you defeat him, but him as an ambush is garbage. No stalking stance and ambushing stuff on him is just an afterthought. And we are most likely to get ambushed here ourselves.
I hear ya.
Ambush chance is 55%. It's actually 45%. Skarsnik Jr. gives us 10% chance.
I got me brother.
We have to back off here. This is suicidal to make a move here. We have to let them recruit the armies again.
You need me?
Regiments renowned. We have one available, but it's not going to do much. Middle, just back off into ambush stance.
2 in 1. Sounds like a good idea. What?
AP Wolf Riders. That's not. What do you mean AP Wolf Riders? Those Wolf Riders have fear. That's it. Two trolls in tier 3 here. It looks like there's gonna be Skaven rebels. We don't control the whole province, so it could be unpredictable. I guess we can just cancel. It's a shame that we lost the momentum here. Would have been a very smooth Krugman campaign otherwise. This could turn into a stalemate here. The longer we are here, the higher the chance other people get invited to war. We're already outnumbered by the dwarves playing the goblins. If the other people get into the mix here, it's gonna be rough. That was really bad. That was really bad. Now he gets into our ambush. There's a unit of hammer and a bunch of dwarf warriors. Only 2 range units. This is ideal. This is ideal. They can recover their military pretty fast if you take too much damage here, or even worse if you somehow lose here. They do have terror. They do have terror. The fact we ambush them here is pretty good. We want to try to hide the army. And he marched right into the ambush. Squeaks will eat the rangers alive. And the spider should just probably just block sight towards the heroes.
What are we doing?
We get the blue circle closer to terror.
Scabbards ready!
Our shooters could immediately destroy the hammers. Two should be enough there. Miners have no shields.
Goblins!
Maybe have the night goblins fight the hammers since they don't have even armor penetration. It's suicide.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Wolf Riders!
What the hell?
Squeak hoppers!
Hammers, black orcs, sending any unit in them, they take a million damage. This is AI melee here. The rangers are the ones that get countered by the cavalry. They have no armor, and their melee is weaker than the warriors. They do have a rank 5 and a rank 6 here. The best unit to deal with hammers is the archers. Remember, if you have ever paid attention to what AI does, always focus your hammers and slayers and black orcs with range. And then when they get into melee, they have no health to do proper melee.
Are ready! Gonna kill 'em! Goblins! Stickers ready! We is better than them!
We have a pretty good chain combo here. This guy's attack from behind, it's actually gonna be a slaughter. Yoo-hoo. You just need a Vag go fast and it's gonna be ridiculous damage.
Stabbers ready! Goblins! We is gobbers! We is gobbers! Nasty skunks! Stabbers!
Let's put armored one here. Minus armor piercing.
Let's scrap! Stickers ready!
The water zone is gonna be a massacre.
Warlord of 8 pigs! Goblins! Where's the cave?
Could just bait with night goblins on this side. Slightly faster than the regular goblins. We don't have the speed technology yet.
Gelato ready! skulkers!
The switch downhill on this unit is gonna take way too much damage.
Where's Gorbos?
Hey Diminar, just watch the last Divinity original scene on your YouTube and plans on doing Divinity original scene 2 in the future? Most likely not, but you never know.
Stickers ready! Warlord
Okay, so what do we have here? Hammerers. These guys can fire at will. Then we have the boys. Put this one here and this one's in there. These guys can just go around.
Nasty skulkers! Gonna kill him!
The charge is not that good, but the WoW will feel fast.
Yeah! Smoke Wolf Riders! Scatters ready! Go on, then! Moving fast! Go on, then! Come on, lad!
Really, these guys are taking a pretty good damage there.
Stickers ready! Go on, then!
It looks like it's a little bit under. Oh, this is perfect.
Nasty stuff! Running!
Did make a switch fast there.
Doing it! Moving
Keep
fast!
shooting those. This guy needs to just buy us time here.
Moving fast! Goblins!
Give the war! Yo, Cam, give the war!
Nasty stuff! Ah!
As you can see, the hammers are getting killed by the shittiest archers.
Running! The lads are ready!
Here we would get slaughtered there. Got 3 units there in attention there, pretty good.
Got it! Who quotes it? Wolf Riders! Moving fast! Let's get him! Gotta kill him!
They have fear here, so it'll help a little.
Do it!
So I'm gonna make a turn here.
Weird goblins! Shot!
We got schemes!
Better than them! Squeak hoppers! Let's scrap! Gobos
This
run!
area is not routed yet, which is a little bit weird. Okay, the hammers got killed by goblin archers.
Running! Moving
More
fast!
guys got routed there. We just have to just pull these guys around.
Moving fast!
3 units on one night go, but it's a deal.
Let's scrap!
Squeaks have spread too much around.
Running! We're better than them! Moving fast! Running! Stabbers!
Those guys, when they're winning, they're really strong with that anti-infantry.
Squeak hoppers!
Like, really strong.
We're better than them! Running! Smash 'em up! Licking it! Stab 'em up!
Good luck we could have found a magic weapon.
Gonna kill him! Running! Gonna kill him! Where's gobbos? Let's have him! Moving fast! Moving fast! Moving fast! Running! So, moving fast!
I'm sure.
Moving fast! Running! 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 We're better than them! Who can we stand? Moving fast! Wolf Riders! Squeak hoppers!
Okay, all good, all good.
Goblins! Warlord of Eight
Just have to get rid of some of their characters here.
Goblins!
These guys will shoot them here.
Moving fast!
I have a lot of damage on a couple of these units. You just have to delay the rest. They have no counter to the spider.
Attack! Let's run! Gonna kill him! Gonna kill him! Stab him!
Fuck these damn the book.
Running! Moving fast! Running! Moving fast! Wah! Running! Gonna stab him! Running! Stabber's ready! Moving fast!
Berger's getting melted by the armor piercing unit. Gets killed by the Nessus Skulker, especially if they're winning. Sometimes this can kill him faster than the Black Orcs.
Wolf Riders! Moving fast!
You need the resistances to survive units like that with certain units.
Running! Lead away!
The highly imbalanced unit does a really crazy damage if it's winning,
Running!
and if it's losing, it just instantly routes.
Let's fight!
For some reason, they decided to give that unit 40 leadership. It's a Goblin unit. It should have 50 leadership.
Running! Moving fast! Stickers ready! I'll do it! He is Gobbos! The lads are ready!
Don't take too much damage on some of these units.
Running!
They just show this in position.
Running!
I don't know, Goblin Arch taking too much damage.
Running! We is better than
These guys have done enough.
Stabbers ready! Moving fast! If Gork wants it! Legging it! We is Gobbos! Good fight! Stab him! We is better than dead!
Nagar is routed.
Ready!
Have Unbreakable Ghost to deal with.
Gonna kill him! Crooked move!
The Taints are a big pain in the ass, especially the King Loon.
Running! Legging it! Running! Stickers ready! Running! Shocking, alright! Right then! Moving fast! Wah! Let's scrap! Nasty skulkers!
If Skarsnik had a magic weapon, this would be already over. Units are pretty much war banshees. Some of the best melee experts in the game.
Squeak hoppers!
Yoo-hoo!
Stabbers ready!
Dealing with the main Belegar army, that's all the half the victory.
We is Gobbos!
Destroy Belegar and it's just snowballing after that point. There could be a bad RNG going on with Dwarf and Skaven working together against the Greenskins, but you know, it's always, you know, random.
Running! Moving fast! Stickers ready! I'll show 'em! Gonna kill 'em!
Doesn't matter if you send more units here, they're just gonna get tired faster. You just have to grind it down here. Their health is Goblin unit, come here.
Warlord of 8 feet!
Disengage with the Goblins.
Ah! Moving fast! Stabbers ready! Lads are ready! Got it! Moving fast!
Disengage with the rest. Spider can take care of two of them.
Running! Legging it! Running! Running! Ready! Gobbos! Gobbler is hungry!
One down.
You first. Stabbers ready.
Send the Kikwi to finish that engineer. I've almost finished, yeah.
Moving fast.
The only bad thing about the spider is it has somewhat average leadership. Otherwise, it's just a crazy unit. Does it get a high rank? There's really not any bad leadership at all.
Moving fast.
Base leadership 55. It's the only bad thing about a spider. And units do get leadership with experience and other stuff, skills, traits. This unit on a high rank is pretty much no weakness. Other than the usual, you know, being a large and target of many guns. Does the Jaeger Tiller heals back if they died melee, they're immortal. And the thing is, why is it important to defeat the first Belegar's army? The chances of him putting those ghosts into an army to ever be a threat again is next to zero. So the first battle is the hardest. I mean, I'm hoping I'm not getting cold. There's some issue with my throat.
Lads are ready. Running.
We can expect them to have two ghosts again in an army if we don't just crush the rest of their armies. But that's it, you know, this is the first battle is the biggest threat.
Legging it. Let's get nasty.
Belegar killed 103 goblins, damn. Taints killed 100 and 405 each. This is a decisive victory here. We did take some damage though. If we didn't ambush them here, I would have taken more casualties. We're gonna eat the captives, we still need a little bit of replenishment. This is all the replenishment. We might even have movement to Karak Buvdar.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 Peaks.
10% more speed for goblins. Nice. Melee goblins.
Supreme ruler of 8 Peaks.
Maybe I should have deployed a little bit closer to the back.
I will not.
And we can crush them here.
My ancestors.
We're gonna take Karakaiser on the way back.
What do you want?
Leaving this cave in here is probably a good thing.
Against council orders.
This province could be some base income.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Armor goblins is the way to go.
Sweet brother.
Night goblins have very shitty upgrades. They are not very reliable. They're really a unit that assists the goblins. It's not used as a spammable unit, especially in the early game. You could push it, but it's highly recommend to use the goblins. The armor you get on the goblins with the rest of the stuff makes the goblins the the best early game unit.
Plotting and scheming.
Night Goblins are just not good enough, and the fact this 7 armor does not work on them makes it even worse. 5 AP is pretty good, but 25 armor is insane. This is all you need to win.
Warlord of 8 Peaks.
And they're gonna leave as well, so they don't need to replenish as much. So this is a noob trap. 25 armor is just too strong.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Nay.
Lots of plans. Knife 'em.
They have exactly enough movement to attack this place. Well, you can have tier 4 units on this turn English cake. We're talking about Night Goblins, not about Night Goblins Fanatics. There is a difference, you know. It's a bad design that the Night Goblins are tier 3, they should be tier 2. They're not that good. The regular Goblins are better. It's just, you know, stupid design. They made the regular Goblins better than the Night Goblins. Now, Night Goblins should be available at tier 2. The bonus 7 armor technology should affect them. And the Fanatic should be tier 3. You're never gonna use Night Goblins unless you're forcing some kind of flavor. They cost 4,000 gold to upgrade barracks to tier 3. And you can just recruit goblins from a core building, and the goblins are better. It is just my mind. Poof. I hope you guys didn't have to explain you anymore how stupid that is. We should probably never use more than 2 to 4 fanatics. Fanatics are amazing, but it's another unit you spam. Goblins are always going to be a part of the army if you play with goblins. The other one will escape and it's gonna be annoying, huh? I have to deal with a bunch of miners here. Can't kill this one anyway, so why take extra damage? The way to fix Night Goblins would be for the armor tech to apply to them. There is no reason it shouldn't. It's stupid that they actually messed this one up. So they should get plus 7 armor. They have 15 armor. Same as the Nessus Calcus, which are not Night Goblins. I think somebody got confused with Creative Assembly and thought these were Night Goblin units. I thought this at the first as well. So they designed this Goblin unit as a Night Goblin units, but they're actually Goblins. And when they did the rework, they forgot about the Night Goblins. No, really, they forgot about Night Goblins. They're supposed to be this wicked infantry unit that has really sneaky, shady stuff, but they're basically just trash to get skilled too fast. Well, they turn goblins into semi-terminators. And keep in mind, I'm talking about Night Goblins, not about Night Goblins Fanatics. The Night Goblin Fanatics is the same shit as the Night Goblins, but they do have the ability, which doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter how forgotten they are. The spinning loons is why you use them. So the way to fix the Night Goblins is for technology to affect 7 armor on them, so that we had 22 armor at this point. Night Goblins should be tier 2, and Night Goblin Fanatics should be tier 3. Easy fix. Until then, the Goblins beat Night Goblins any day.
Gonna kill him!
And by goblins, I do mean goblins and the Nessus Skulkers. You don't even need to use Nessus Skulkers. The regular goblins will do it.
The lads are ready!
So what's the point of that barracks building again? All right, to get tier 4, get the Black Orcs, Fanatics, and the Orc boss. The Black Orc big boss.
Where's Gobos? Wolf Riders! Warlord of 8 pigs! Goblin is hungry!
The Goblin buffs are overtuned while the Night Goblins have been forgotten. It's pretty much too long, don't read. Short story.
Warlord of 8 pigs! Crooked move! Yes!
It's scarcing ability for the Night Goblins. The fact the scrap upgrades for the Night Goblins are shit compared to the regular Goblins. They should be like 3 times more deadly at the poison.
What we doing? I'll do it!
25 armor. That's all I'm gonna say. 25 armor. If you don't understand how crazy that is on a tier 1 unit, you should rethink of what you know about this game. Remember we complained about Orc boys not getting enough armor. That's how important armor is early. And all of a sudden they fix armor for the Orc boys, and you've seen the Grimgor campaign, right? You see the Orc boys in action. Do I need to say more?
Who we killing?
The other upgrade should be like 10 AP, not 5, to be viable over 25 armor. See the stat horse that they are. They're probably gonna see everybody's upgrading armored goblins, and they're gonna lower the armor buff probably to like 20. That's how they usually do things, clueless as they are.
Where is Gobos? Goblins!
Nobody's upgrading the other thing. The first thing might be too strong.
Ready! Moving fast! Squiggobbers! Running!
Should create a play with the Fanatics here. The tick.
We the war! Yeah!
Fanatics should be here.
Running!
We'll got these 3 together for a round. We don't want to show any units to the side, just go everything in a crowd here.
Moving fast! Legging it! Warlord of 8 pigs! Running! Goblins! Running! No stabbing! Warlord of 8 pigs! I have a plan!
But probably is the thing, about Sega, Creative Assembly, or Bethesda, all these companies that are trying for the going to for the big piece of the pie, like the Electronic Arts and Activision. Once they fired those douchebags that were causing bad reputation at Electronic Arts, they probably got hired by the Bethesda and the Creative Assembly or Sega or whoever.
Nasty!
They have a bunch of these idiots, trying to milk the games instead of making them better, working for these wannabe AAA companies.
Warlord of 8 pigs!
That's how it feels like.
Shock it, alright!
I mean, remember guys, they did increase the prices on Total War games. Rome 2 is in 7-year old now, and instead of going down in price, giving you the whole deal for $60, they actually increased the price.
Go on then. We's better than them. The prodder's ready. Nasty skunkers. Warlord of 8 pigs. Licking it.
Only miners here. They don't have the stats to fight goblins. They have armor though.
Running. Licking it. Running.
Trying to create a little bit more speed here for a good fanatic play. They're not going for the middle, they're trying to attack the sides.
Let's scrap. Let's scrap. Nasty skunkers. Goblins! Running! Got it! Goblins! If God wants it, the lads are ready! He is Bobo!
Doesn't the poison go? Will eliminate the chance to have a counter here. We don't have to kill them here, we just have to rout them.
And a killer! We the work! Moving fast! Work! Let's fight! We is better than them! Wolf Riders! Moving fast! Running! Stab 'em! Let's scrap! Gonna stab 'em! The lads are ready! Let's do this! Gonna kill 'em! Light it! Stickers ready! Gobbles through! Let's do it! Nasty skull!
It's gonna be interesting to see
Moving fast!
if they keep up with this one game per year policy they try to develop.
Moving fast! Let's get scabby! Gobbles through!
In one game a year, it feels like it's a wet dream.
Licking it!
For the those greedy corporate suits. You can't really make good games if you make one game a year in a company,
Warlord
right?
of 8 pigs! Screwing up his
Usually a long project with lots of effort, and then a huge paycheck. And then again, huge project for a huge paycheck. But they're trying to make it steady by milking the people. Especially since the DLCs become a normal thing. Nothing against DLCs really, but one game a year, it sounds like recipe for disaster.
Skarsnik! Good plan!
They might milk it for a couple of years, and then when people see their games are dog shit, they're gonna lose so many players.
Let's
This is a almost dead genre. This type of strategy for milking people. The only reason they can get away with it if they do Warhammer, because Warhammer is popular.
Warlord of 8 pigs! Stick him!
Yeah, the Activision has really a lot of people. CA cannot compare with Activision. They're a small ant compared to Activision, I think. Rust Cleaver, very nice. Nine melee attack in a AoE. This is usually the Skarsnik role, you know, he doesn't have mount. He's walking around the battlefield with Gobla and trying to either tank the threats or push damage. And the Brass Cleaver is a perfect weapon for him. Orphan says, I'm not a Game of Thrones massive fan, but I can imagine World of Game of Thrones as a Total War game, different factions, how fantasy, vast world. Well, I feel like the Game of Thrones is more about the politics stuff than about battles. So it would fit Paradox more than Total War. The Paradox games, like Crusader Kings, for example. One day in 2055, Paradox will create massive 3D battles, and Total War is gonna think, oh man, remember when we used to be good? And people used to praise our name and beg for the sequels.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
I think the CA has the advantage because they have this engine. They have the engine, they're milking it, and you know, it fits into it. Even, you know, no matter how much we complain about it at times, the other companies would have to make things from the scratch. But the CA is ahead. They're ahead at least 10 years. Unless somebody makes a huge investment, creates something like this in this engine with a new engine, the CA will be always ahead.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks.
So we have the Gobos to buff the Goblin Infantry, and then the Riders to buff the Goblin Cavalry. With Skarsnik, you can easily take 3, even 4 battle skills here. The Riders gives us a huge early game advantage, because you start with Hoppers, and you can get another Hoppers on rank 13. Having 3 fully buffed Hoppers is crazy. 2 fully buffed ones. The main flavor with Skarsnik that can be pushed to, you know, carry battles are the Squeaks. It gives the Squeaks 14 flat charge bonus, and the Squeaks are already deadly. So you have 14 charge bonus. You have 8 attack, 10 charge bonus, and then you add another 6 attack and 20% charge bonus. On top of that, you get 12% speed, 12 charge bonus. Then on rank 7, resistance, leadership, and damage. That's this amount of buffs. There's only one word to describe it. It's bloated. The shit is bloated in a good way. So if you wanna get Squeaks and really strong Squeaks, you play Skarsnik. This is probably the best thing for him regarding flavor. Squeaks is, after all, you know, the cavalry, you know, it's in a bad shape regarding, you know, the whole game system. But it's the best Night Goblin unit. You know, you can say what you want to say about the Fanatics. The Fanatics, you know, you're trying to get unpredictable, cheesy tactics to, you know, get performance, get effectiveness. All the Squeaks are just good, and they have massive buffs. You have Squeaks, you know how to use them, they're gonna perform. They do get countered by some large units, they're gonna get slaughtered, but if you apply them right against the units that they countered, then nobody can defend against this shit. Then the best thing is, you have the Fanatics here, with really shit here. This is just garbage. Like, you take 5 AP because the other two options are really bad. While the squeaks, 15 speed, 15 armor, or 20 charge bonus. This is FOB material here. FOB material. Makes the squeaks hoppers the best Night Goblin unit.
Schemes, I got
The only thing the
schemes.
squeaks are missing to be a real Night Goblin unit is stock. But you know, multiplayer exists, and you know, we can have the fun things. Because, you know, getting a technology to give squeaks stock is rocket science. And the squeaks don't even get proper technologies, and they're still the best Night Goblin unit.
What?
The only downside of the squeaks is their cavalry, and the cavalry is kinda, you know, trash tier in the campaign. It's how it is, it's just the state of the game.
I hear ya.
If one of the sculpt upgrades was actually stock, it would be a really good one. The blinkers could justify stock, you know, if they have the blinkers on, they don't, you know, see, they don't hop that much unless they're moving. So I guess it could be 20 charge bonus and stock, you know. Blink blink to make it happen. If the squeaks had stock, that would be just crazy. The blinkers could have stock on it, so you know you have to protect their precious esports. Definitely some polishing to be done with the Night Goblins, but you know, one rework at a time.
Zoggoth! This scrap!
We'll ignore the Karakaiser rebels and we'll just crush Belegar first. Let me preface my question by saying I've never played any Total War games besides Warhammer 2. How is the Total Warhammer 2 Cav worse than the Cav in other War games? It's just because the campaign, how the campaign works. The cavalry units are not bad units per se, but they're limited in their roles, because most of the battles will be sieges, and they are better unit types than the cavalry. You are playing in a game where there are monsters. You have infantry monsters, large monsters, and the artillery is pretty good. And the range does not really go well together with cavalry. So in a game where you have stuff like stone trolls, which have decent speed, of course the cavalry is gonna be a worse option. And the most important thing, as the campaign progresses, most battles will be sieges, over half of them. Either gonna be auto-resolved or a siege battle. Because if you have a strong army going, the AI usually avoids you, and you avoid big AI encounters, so you just click, 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 or just losing a couple of settlements on the other side. And then you just fight sieges. In siege, the cavalry is the worst unit to have. The range in this game is overtuned, while the melee is behind about 20-30%. It used to be under 20%, which also is another factor. There are exceptions with factions like the Bretonnia, where the cavalry is your main unit. They do have flying cavalry, which is some of the strongest units in the game. And there are exceptions with maybe even Chaos, where the Chaos Knights are justified, but then again they are Dragon Ogres. So there's definitely a couple of exceptions. You can always fit just 1 or 2 units of cavalry. More than that is not recommended unless you play in Bretonnia anyways. But having any other unit than cavalry and not having cavalry in some field battles, you'll really notice not notice any differences, because some units just do their role better and promote reactive play, while the cavalry is proactive, you know, meant to punish. And in an environment where melee is behind and the AI has huge bonuses, there is very little to punish unless they are just fragile range units. Unlike in multiplayer where one thing out of position cavalry moves in and it could be win the battle.
Lots of plans.
The Blood Knights is one of the exceptions as well, because you're playing primarily a melee factions and it's the main anti-large unit of the vampires. Demigryphs, yes, Demigryphs as well, because they can protect everything really nice. Better to have mounted halberds than the infantry halberds, right? The only downside is that they require different building and they're expensive. But Bretonnia is the only faction where you're actually going to use cavalry as a primary unit, what I was saying, and not as a support unit or a flavor unit.
Supreme ruler
That's what
of
I meant.
Eight Peaks.
Merry good morning. So usually, unless you're playing Bretonnia, the use of cavalry is limited. It's mostly flavor. It's mostly flavor, really, with a couple of exceptions like the Demigryphs or the Blood Knights. Heck, even one of the strongest cavalry in the game, after Bretonnia, the Blessed Horn ones, is still a flavor unit. The highest damage output unit of the Blizzardmen is still a flavor unit. This tells you a lot about the cavalry.
Moving.
Funny.
Skarsnik, warlord of Eight Peaks.
The Wild Rider is a total flavor murdered because archers that move and shoot exist, you know. And you can just play a reactive. If the field battles were a common thing, there would be amazing strategies with the Way Watchers and the Wild Riders. But it's not a thing, so the sieges are more common, so the Wild Riders lose their value. We can still always fit one or two, but there's also battle skills to take in mind, and taking a battle skills for just one or two units, it's not very effective. So that's a problem too. Think about battle skills and technologies. So you have to spend extra time, extra skills on the units that are just a flavor part of the army and not really
Have you
effective.
seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Thank you, Hammer.
I'm Trixie.
Look at the leadership and replenishment and physical resistance for goblins. This is a very good technology. The opening with Skarsnik technology is so damn good. Sharper Stabbers, use them, and egg them on. God damn, this is so good. We get even additional speed for the goblins and night goblins. Look at that charge percentage for night goblins. You know, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you something. Let me show you the irrefutable proof that devs don't play this game. Whoever creates these skills. Plus 20% charge bonus for night goblin units. And then plus 10% charge bonus for night goblin units. Sure, on squeaks that is some value, but let me show you the night goblin units. They have 12 charge bonus. 10% and 20%. Those values, if you don't understand how the numbers works on the charge, are so fucking low that for most times it's just better to stand still with night goblins, but it's a unit that has to, you know, just come from nowhere and attack, so you have to charge always. But having two different sources, both they should be, you know, one should be strong and one, you know, normal. The guns 30% more charge bonus. When in this case it's going to be 4 charge value, which is beyond ridiculously bad number for charge. It's beyond just brain damage, really. This is the proof that they have no idea what they're doing. They don't even play the game in some regards. This is the other night goblin unit, 12 charge bonus. This is the other night goblin unit, has 7 charge bonus. And then you have the night goblin squeak hoppers, have 26 charge bonus. So this is a sweet value of charge bonus. If you don't understand how this works, the charge is added to attack and damage. So about 20 is a decent value for charge. This is probably going to be for most units that are, you know, offensive, you know, a standard value for charge. But this is a cavalry unit, and it has 26 charge bonus, and it still gets plus 20% and plus 10%. While Scar Sneak, which has been, changed, after, has a flat 14 charge bonus, which is over 50%. So this is a difference between flat and percentage, They still don't understand that these percentages, just make them look bad, whoever is doing these things. Clearly is not playing the game. The charge percentage bonuses for Night Goblins is such a laughable number that just KEKV memes should be created. Add 2 should, be translated to 10% charge bonus. Add 2, 10% charge bonus for this, that, 20% charge bonus. Such laughable values shouldn't even exist. Well, for this, 10% charge bonus is still, almost acceptable. Almost acceptable when you have a decent charge value of 26. Just, rotten design by people who don't even play the game. As if they did actually pay attention to what the fuck they're doing, what they're playing, and what they're imputing, they would understand that this is shit.
Plotting and scheming.
So you get a technology that gives this unit plus 10% charge bonus. That's 1.2 charge bonus. That is worse. That is worse than getting a plus 1 melee attack. And you get plus 3 melee attack. Plus 3 melee attack, this is all the time, plus 3% chance to hit. Well, plus 10% charge bonus only when charging, then you get plus 1.2 attack and plus 1.2 damage. That is such a low number that it should not even exist. If this was 10 flat, would be really good. If there was a 5 flat, would be acceptable as a technology. 10%, it's unacceptable. It's just rotten design. The charge values are so low on some of these infantry units, and they still use percentages. Night Goblins and Banshees being the primary example. Charge percentage has to go. Has to go. And I feel like, I've been complaining about this for years. I feel like they're just keeping the game just to trigger me, man. Why would you have plus 10% charge bonus for a unit with 12 charge? Just think about it. 1.2 charge. That will never be any difference. Never. It's like they're tuning some esports here in a single player campaign.
I'm a schemer.
The best scrap upgrades for the early goblins is the 25 armor, 5 times more AP, and 10 anti-infantry on the Skulkers. These are the pretty much your core units with Crooked Moon. Everything else extra, like the Fanatics or the Squeaks, but then Night Goblins. Goblins are the ones that matter. They forgot about the Night Goblins. Not only the Night Goblins don't unlock scrap upgrades as early as these goblins, but their scrap upgrades are shit.
I got plans.
I hope you're enjoying this Night Goblin campaign, guys. Because, this is why, they don't care about it. Because, I'm just going to complain about Night Goblins. Because they forgot about Night Goblins. And remember, it's a tier 3 unit. It requires 4,000 to build. When the regular goblins are better. Carson should dead? No, he's around.
Grows.
He's around.
What do you want?
I'm a little bit surprised they haven't invited anybody else against us. They invited the Vegetable, and we have 2 standard enemies. These guys might be targeted by the Clan Morse, but they're probably moving one army around. Yeah, Clan Angron is in deep shit. This is the hardest part of the campaign, destroy Clan Angrund. And there's gonna be some unpredictable things happening, like the Skaven being out of control. But the early game is about Belegar.
Doppler's angry!
So not only they forgot about Night Goblins, but they also forgot about the ambush mechanics for this faction. So it is alright that the Alitanar, one of the most busted campaign factions in the campaign, have the stalking stance, but it's not alright for the Night Goblins to have stalking stance, which are quality-wise barely an average unit. And do I have to remind you for the millionth time, a tier 3 and a tier 4 unit? Well, you get Goblins on tier 1. This is another huge imbalance thing that's overtuned, which they never fixed. When you're playing Crooked Moon, Mutinous Gits and Belegar have crazy bonuses. On Legendary, of course. I probably, if they knew about this, they probably would have fixed it, but can't really bother telling anything to these people.
Who needs killing? What?
So it looks like the Skaven are taking Tylea down now. Good morning, Falwich.
I got my brother! Shifting!
And we're gonna lose this to the rebels, but Belegar going down is important. This was never a way to save this. Never a way. It was the only way to save this actually would be to destroy our treasury by recruiting some shit, which is not worth it. We just take the city and rebuild again. Would have costed us probably over 20k.
You want schemes? I got schemes!
I do wanna destroy this cave in here and complete this province. You also have to go see what's going on in the Badlands, if it's ideal situation. The moment we get in Badlands, this turns into a Grimgor campaign. Because we're no longer Crooked Moon, we have become Greenskins. So Crooked Moon is basically just you destroy Belegar, and that's it. You don't even have to take Arcade Peaks. At that point, you turn into Greenskins. You could just take the Arcade Peaks next, or you just Confederate Grimgor and just ignore Arcade Peaks. There's literally no advantage taking Arcade Peaks. Black Crag is the city you want to take. The Black Crag is like 10 times the value of Arcade Peaks. Even more, 20 times. Fuck that, 20 times the value of Arcade Peaks. And then you play Greenskins, no longer Crooked Moon. You remember how you can only recruit orcs from Arcade Peaks? Well, there's this thing called Big Fort in the Black Crag, which allows you to recruit veteran Black Orcs. And you know, here and here Crooked Moon is done, and here you become Greenskins. Except your leader is not Grimgor, Azak or Wurzak, but you know, Skarsnik. Or even better, Grom. So why do this with Skarsnik when you do this with Grom, right? Grom is like 3 times better. At least. Heck, he's better than any other Greenskin Lord. As to become Greenskins and play the Greenskins.
supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
One settlement still recruit for armies. Jesus Christ, man. You know, Creative Assembly, can you check this, you know, under the hood, what the fuck is going on here? This is Clan Angrund, okay, not the High King with the Iron Bank.
Go in. Sounds like a good idea.
You know, it's not difficult. You know, the difficult is for the inexperienced people,
my
right?
God.
It's fucking stupid to see this. Fucking stupid. That's the term to describe it. Not difficult, but fucking stupid to see this.
What?
Why does Clan Angrund get so much bonus when you're playing Crooked Moon? No other faction gets bonus like this. But when you play Crooked Moon, Clan Angrund is... They fucking have endless funds. Imagine Mumford getting bonus like this when you're playing the Empire. But the players would write whole essays on the Reddit about, you know, this system being unfair. But playing Crooked Moon and Bella gets this bonus, it's like they just accept it as a shit campaign, right?
Gork's will. I hear ya. Let's get stabby.
Never!
Hey Phil, good morning, thank you.
Nah.
Think me fool? Get right!
Yoo-hoo.
Before you says anything, Gobbler ain't eating today. Morgs told me to listen, so
Moran declared war. He does hate us. And we have a region next to us, so it makes sense.
I refuse.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that, you know, because that definitely increases my blood pressure.
lots of plans. Who needs killing? Not enough warpstone. I'm Trixie.
Best thing they could have done here were ambush with one lord.
I
They're
like
coded
a good
to spend on control, but none coded for tactics.
Be gone.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 Peaks.
They're gonna be juicy experience with Skarsnik. Skarsnik gets a very good experience fighting Belga early. Just because the Belga has bullshit bonuses. And I once again repeat, this is not hard, it just looks stupid. Of course, it can be hard if you play the game for 5,000 hours and spend 60 days of your life, 60 fucking days of your life playing this shit faction. Who, I repeat, you know, only exist to increase blood pressure, because, you know, the devs can be bothered with it, making it a proper faction.
What are we doing? Please, President Game! Gonna kill him!
There's another faction that starts nearby called Broken Axe Tribe. Now that's a greenskin faction.
I like
You can do everything Skarsnik has to do, plus his objective, and you'll still do it faster than this faction, while you're playing a much more powerful and fun lord.
Stickers ready!
But Elich, you're not doing it right. You're not, playing flavor with this faction. You're playing with Night Goblins. Look at all these goblins. What they're doing in this army. This is not Grom. I repeat, tier 1 unit does not require barracks. Tier 3 units requires a tier 2 and a tier 3 upgrade. It costs, 6,000 gold. Better unit, dogshit unit.
Speak hoppers! Warlord of 8P!
In a early game where, spending 6,000, can mean the world. And now just imagine recruiting like a Night Goblin War Boss instead of a Goblin Guerrilla Shaman, and considering recruiting the standard Night Goblins or regular Goblins. It just thinking about it, it's just causing me something in the head. There's gonna be a hole in there. Well, friend Fred, let me tell you something. You say you're sucker for a poison law when you got it on normal goblins with scars, and now we miss it. Okay, let me show you something.
Better than them!
Okay, under the hood inspection.
Stickers ready!
So we have Night Goblins here. They have 38 speed. Goblins have 36 speed. Almost really no difference. Empire, State Trooper, some peasant from the farm. Vampire from Sylvania. This is the speed difference. Okay. Poison lowers the enemy speed by 24%. It will matter sometimes, especially when you try to disengage. But otherwise, it's not going to be matter because the enemy will fight you in melee almost to the death. When you're chasing them, it doesn't do anything. Poison lowers their damage by 20%. Range damage, melee damage. Range damage doesn't really matter because you're in melee poisoning them. So you lower the damage by 20%. This unit have 57 armor. This unit have 15 armor. If you double this bonus on the poison, this unit still have more toughness with 57 armor than this unit with 15. So what you missing again? Garbage. These guys are might as well have Terminator armor Goblin variation compared to this. If they double this shit, this extra armor is still better than this shit. You don't have to miss anything. The poison does not do damage, it just causes a debuff. In a situation where the unit has armor piercing, the poison is better. Those are not very common units, and those units get deleted by the stuff like Goblin Archers. The fact that the Goblin Archers lost poison and not the regular Goblins matters 10 times more than the other way around. Because the Night Goblin Archers are garbage, while the Goblin Archers are amazing. Again, clueless devs, no idea how to, create differences between the Goblins and the Night Goblins. I repeat, Empire State Troopers, Vampires, regarding speed. And that's a difference of 2 speed. That's a totally different range there between the State Troopers and the Vampires. Almost no differences are at the cost of double toughness. And the Night Goblin Archers have shit scrap upgrades. So you have Night Goblins and Night Goblin Archers, which are just basically much shittier versions of the regular Goblins and regular Goblin Archers, but have poison. And don't get disillusioned by the poison is not that good. when there's such a huge downside of you not being a goblin. So being a goblin in this current set of the game is probably what should mean to be a night goblin. But in this current set of the game, being a goblin is almost 2 times better than being a night goblin. This is like, just saying these things out loud, it's just causing me a headache. The unique scarf armor that Scarston gets is pathetically weak. If they doubled it, I would have still not considered using night goblins over regular goblins. So the only reason they, the best way to, lazy fix the night goblins is to nerf the goblins. Because, they have their precious esports. 25 armor. Like I said, repeat, if you don't understand how much this 25 armor means to the early game, you need to really question what you understand about this game. There's a reason the dwarf warriors don't die, and now the goblins don't die anymore as well. There's a reason for that. It's called armor. And when you have 57 armored goblins before turn 10, dwarf warriors pretty much use set kick since this got introduced. Set kick. And rent done. Okay, let's stop renting here. Let's stop renting, otherwise I'm just gonna go flying. I'm not gonna get like another coffee, boys. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm here. I'm here. Thomas said 15 leadership question mark. It's Garbo. What's confusing every time? Do I need to paint a picture there about that 15 leadership cup upgrade? You don't need Mad Akatama for to understand that that 32 armor goblins lose to swordsmen, while 50% armor goblins win against swordsmen. You don't need Mad for that. It's that simple.
Wolf Riders! Stickers ready!
Regarding the 15 leadership upgrade for the Night Goblins, so it's very simple. Why turn Night Goblins into Pseudo Goblins by upgrading their leadership? So you have a base value of 44, a base value of 50. So you're gonna waste a Scarab upgrade to get Night Goblins actually become Pseudo Goblins.
Stabbers ready!
The Night Goblins exist for two things. They exist pretty much just to be a hidden unit somewhere that will surprise an attack. And it doesn't really fit the campaign as much as it will fit like a regular one like multiplayer. So they exist for multiplayer. And the second reason they exist for variety. And this current variety is trash theory regarding the regular goblins.
Warlord of 8 pigs!
They are wrongly placed on building tiers. They are forgotten technologies, especially the one with armor, and
This upgrade!
you have to build buildings to get them. Well, you can get goblins on just a tier 1 building without a building. So pretty much the only reason they exist is multiplayer and variety. And it's a bad kind of variety.
I have a plan!
Variety for the sake of variety is bad, right?
The brothers ready! Get scrapped! Goblins! Ha ha! Nasty skulkers! Moving fast! Ready! Ready! Wah!
But if a unit A is just better than a unit B, is that really variety?
Running! Ha-ha! We is better than them! You sure? There's the cave!
You know how in some ice cream stores you have vanilla that is colored white, and then you have vanilla in another store vanilla that's colored yellow. You know, this is the type of variety between the goblins and night goblins. And if it doesn't cause the cake queen, I don't think what will with you guys today.
Ready!
So the night goblins are that yellow vanilla, you know, the fake vanilla. Or maybe the yellow one is the real vanilla and the white one is fake one.
Licking it! Running!
I never know these days.
Scabbard City! Moving fast! Here's Gallows! I got me brother! Right, Goblin!
We really need an orc shaman.
Running! Good plan! Let's get him! Running! Moving fast! Come on, Dave! Quiet, Bumble! Get him! Stabbers ready! Warlord of Eight Peaks! Nasty skulkers! Stick 'em!
This guy's not getting terrified, it's ridiculous. Go away. Somebody told me that the miners on tabletop have more leadership than chosen. Is that true?
Warlord of Eight Peaks!
These are just, you know, dwarf stuff.
Letting it! Nasty skulkers! Let's scrap!
These days I find it hard to believe still.
Running! Moving fast! Running! Stabbers ready!
Must be a dwarf thing.
Ready to scrap! Spit hoppers! Crooked move! Gonna kill him! Spit hoppers! Who can we stab?
Our clans will shun us.
Charge! Gonna kill him! The lads are ready!
A little bit fun that this the pleb chat is barely keeping up with the regular goblins. They really suck. I mean, they're plebs after all.
Spit hoppers!
Well, the fanatics are doing pretty good because the loons. The loons are amazing.
Better than them! Moving
And the fanatics are basically it's just a carbon copy of night goblins with just have this ability.
running!
But they forgot about the armor, same like they did here when they had the technology.
Gonna kill him! Moving fast! Wah! Spit hoppers! Gonna kill him!
I just want Vlad to be a god. Is there much to ask? Did Fenrir send you?
Let's scrap! Running!
Third paradox says chosen are just buff humans, while the miners are 1.4 meters of deadly muscle and bone. Sole purpose in life is to protect and die for the riches of Earth.
Wah!
Oh my god. Now it all makes sense.
Our clans will shun us.
I don't know. I feel like if like a T800, not made by Hollywood, had to fight you know a chosen, I think a chosen would win against T800. What do you guys think? Who would win? A chosen or T800? What I'm saying, it's not made by the Hollywood. It means like the good guys, you know, don't win. If you put it like in a fair environment, not biased by the Hollywood, you know, good guys, you know, win. I feel like a chosen would win over a T800. What is chosen? Chosen is a biological terminator, right? Bionic should win against machine. T800 is Arnie. The liquid metal one is T1000. T1000 probably wins against the Chosen. Like, T1000 should win against T800, right? But since it's made by the Hollywood, T800 wins. In no reality, T800 wins against T1000 other than in Hollywood, right? Because T1000 is made to counter T800. And a T1000 should probably win against Chosen as well. Maybe if the Chosen have magic weapons, then the Chosen can win against T1000. Chosen facing T800 is like probably chasing like a vampire. Well, Chosen facing T1000 is facing a Ken Wraith. And unless you have a magic weapon, the Ken Wraith always wins. Why do I say magic will counter courage? Because it will do way more damage, right? The T1000 would not repair fast enough. Repair itself fast enough.
Plotting and scheming.
Go.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
Gonna be a mass suicide hero. Look at that 400 damage, man. It's so fucking stupid. We've taken maybe 80 casualties here. Well, but we're talking about Chosen here. Chosen are just melee combatants. And T8, T1000 would be melee as well. The best thing to do is destroy Belegar before it gets confed by the High King, so he doesn't get all those ghosts. And we are complete this mission, boys. Turn 15. Clan Langrun is on life support.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Hey, Marshall.
I got me brother. Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks. Right then, let's do it.
Well, if T1000 wants to evade the blow, he will basically just reform himself. But if the blow, you know, is not trying to be evaded, he'll get hit. It'll take damage. Then he will try to, you know, self-repair, and might not self-repair fast enough against the Chosen. But if those attacks would evade it, yes, yeah, it would be like fighting water.
Happy to help. I got plans.
I refuse.
Plotting and scheming.
4 of this will be enough eventually. Almost rank 13. Get rid of this one now.
You want schemes? I got schemes. Yes, boss.
Looks like Tylea managed to defend against Clan Skryre. Clan Morse might have tagged him there.
The Empire. What? Yes?
Maybe the Vampire's not gonna be useless in this one.
Lord. Honor. Who calls? Ready.
Valiant.
Those who
One.
Armored.
What?
Should probably clear the raids above Karakaiser.
Icket Claw! Icket, most travelled rat of Skryre. Nothing surprises me. Granted.
Hoping Clan Skryre wins. It's a nice buffer here.
Me. What do you want?
Go.
Skarsnik!
Strike like snake.
Well, if T1000 starts using weapons, you know, like guns, it wins against the Chosen, right? But in a melee fight, Chosen probably wins.
Want contract.
We need to get rid of the Fester Spike Skaven. Yeah, the rebels take this. We'll retake it on the way back north.
Supreme ruler of hate.
It's nice we get these extra battles here.
A scheme worthy of Skarsnik.
Rebellion is ongoing, so it will prove public order.
I'm a schemer.
Two battles for me. His game is life.
I'm Trixie. Knife 'em. I'm off. Lots of plans. Sounds like a good idea.
What is Tilia doing here?
The Empire.
Must be awaiting a big Skiren army.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks. Moving. Great and powerful war boss.
Turn 16, Clan Angrund is destroyed. Now we get a Talisman Preservation as well.
What a Zugginet do you want? You need me. I got Smith brother. You want schemes? I got schemes.
We can get a very cheap Goblin army with the Second Lord.
I hear ya.
I hear. Let's get the Smashing faster. Then we'll get Spite of the Bad Moon. Some disabilities are good. Actually, all 4 here are good. This one is just garbage. Ignore this one. They give this faction proper stalking stance and the ambush mechanics. You can ignore ambusher and the Baxter's tactics. All these four are pretty good. Of course, a Lord which requires 2 skill points to unlock this ability, unlike Grimgor and Azak, has a shit ability here, but all 4 here are good. Oh man.
Against council orders.
Probably just ignore this. They might just cause damage here.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
The best unit for discussing army in the beginning are the Squeaks. Not just a flavor unit, but it's actually a strong unit. It's the strongest Night Goblin unit. Kekwi, coming right up.
Who needs killing? Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks. Gobbler's hungry.
There's almost not even worth upgrading because we might just lose that settlement. Karakhirn has taken these guys down, and another settlement there as well. So Karakhirn is probably the best next thing to fight here. We can help Vlad against Karakhirn. But we'll clear the Skaven here first. I'm actually a little bit surprised they didn't attack us yet. They're doing very good here. This is like the best case scenario for Karakhirn. We should really go see what's going on in the Badlands though.
Will on it.
The amount of wars here will double and triple over time. This is not our place here. Having this as a core is really bad. We need to go here. But it's still, you know, early game, building up Lord, you know, starting somewhere. You have to start somewhere. You can't just, you know, go here. Defeating the Belegar is the best thing you can do in the beginning. Worst thing that can happen, High King doing good and Confederating Belegar. You get the Hegemon, extra replenishment, physical resistance, leadership for the goblins, very strong tech.
What? Let's get stabby.
Gorkamore likes it. I knows much more than yous anyways.
You can go in a direction like that, Karash, but then you know, you have to drop other things. Definitely a valid option.
I'm Trixie.
Right now we have to retake Karakaiser and Fester Spike, and then we could do Talia stuff.
I'm a schemer. See you later. Ready for bossing?
Who seeks the word of Wurzag, the great green prophet?
What do you offer? Things for burn fuel in my warp forges?
He hasn't even started Stalia, which is weird. Even the money could help them, but could just be a waste.
Who needs stabbing?
You come. The nation calls.
Reichland will eventually attack us in the Grey Mountains. It's strange. It's because the beastmen are garbage. They can take down Estalia. Estalia somehow sometimes win against both beastmen and Skaven. And it's a problem because these guys are the Empire clones, and being the clones of the Empire, they're still Empire, you know, they still have broken shit technologies. So they win. Just need range units, handgunners, and they win. Let's go healing mushrooms there. This place could be attacked before we do anything here. I don't really care about 1600.
Boss of them night goblins.
I'd already take Karakaiser here.
Jog off.
Settlement got wrecked. The Golden Order went to war with Sylvania. Talsin with Clan Skryre. Man, Talsin just randomly declared war on people. This is just, you know, the Total War universe. You know, their, the AI behavior. I hate you, I declare war. Imagine like that in the real world, you know. Hate, always, you know, declare war, declare war. Can you just be, you know, hate in your corner there and fuck off, please? You don't have to declare war all the time. You don't have plenty of enemies. Just hate in your corner there.
Goblin!
What's that lord again? Oh, this is one of them warlords. Warlords, boys. Not the Warlock Master Jedi. My bad, Sith Lord. Jedi suck anyways.
Night is here.
Yeah.
The lads are ready. You first. Stabbers ready. Gonna kill 'em. Stickers ready.
This one is the leader here.
Goblins.
There's no Vanguardian on this map. It's Warhammer 1 Battlefield. We can shoot on the wall with these guys and poison them. No, you no longer poison your own units.
Where's the cake?
When am I taking food break? I had a banana for breakfast, so no food until lunch. Not sure. Not sure.
Night goblins!
I guess we just shoot on the wall here.
We is
Have one poison on each side, combined with the other archers. You have plenty of melee guys to hold the wall.
away! Let's scrap! Gonna kill him!
Those guys can be just fired at will here.
Goblins! Let's scrap! Me is better than dead!
You're not gonna miss much, Katama. It was like for a few turns, just clearing these rebels and the minor scale infection.
Goblins! Drink up! Let's scrap! Drink the brew!
I'm actually surprised these wheels are so grounded. Another one of them is in the air.
See, they have more. We see you. Look, hidden sneaky enemy.
If we keep a number close, they'll run faster.
Stabbers ready! Running! We is better than dead!
A burger box? What's a burger box? It's like just meat to make burgers.
Goblins! The lads are ready!
4 mini burgers and a ton of fries. So it's like a fast food.
Nice one! Let's! Gonna kill him! Lads are ready! Night is here! Goblins! Stickers ready! Where's the cave?
Thinking 4 mini burgers and ton of fries enough for one person in America? Oh, it's 4 mini burgers. It's like probably like 2 of them are the size of one regular burger. Sounds like a meal for any grown man.
Stop up! We is goblins! Let's do this! Goblins! We do it! Gonna kill him!
Having an extra unit here, the increased chance to rout them is almost twice as much. The moment they'll lose strength in numbers, they're done.
Fanatics away! Get him! Gonna kill him!
Strength number is pretty good boss, but the moment it's gone, they will turn into trash unit.
The knights are ready! Night goblins! Who can we stop?
How did he kill 32 so fast?
Moving fast! Running! Gobbo's through! Gelato ready!
Not worth it.
Running! Yeah!
We losing.
Gonna kill him! Moving fast! Moving fast! Running! Moving fast!
I'm brave, but
Yeah! Come on, lads! Let's scrap! Lads! Me is better than them! Running! We is better than them! Running!
I feel like today we should be taking like a break in the middle of the day. So we don't put a food break in the middle of the stream. Then come to continue the stream in the evening. My prime time is after 6-7 p.m. anyways.
Gonna kill him! They'll win out! Wah!
Or should we just stream for the next 5 hours, guys? What do you think?
Moving fast! Running!
I feel like we should really put a break outside the stream time and then just have an evening stream. Hey, Bumblum.
Running!
Close victory. This is a decisive victory here. This is a nice rebellion city. Grinses don't have trade, so rebellions are welcome. Who is that orc in the garrison porthole? Just Lazy. Heard about Lazy? He's the janitor at CA. That was Steinberg.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
You want schemes? I got schemes.
So why is Stanley moving this one force around?
the Empire.
Looks like they have hostile intentions here. This is going to rebel immediately next turn. It means full army again.
Not enough Warstone.
Yeah, we have to clear the scam corruption here. It's gonna be causing rebellions to war around the city eventually.
What? I like a good
Just
plan.
out of range, huh?
Two in one. A scheme worthy of Skarsnik. Two in one. Getting it done. I got plans.
Be another siege here and then another siege here. Attack these reds here. A little bit corruption is good here, but not this much.
Morg says what? Yeah, nah, soz, but no.
Talk.
What? Control 2 regions. They're probably just dealing with Clan Morse right now. Did it take Galbaros? Hard to say. That's Untainted is dropping. Look at the Clan Morse gets out of control when they take Galbaros and Karak-Zorn. Just leave this as it is. Kill Karak-Kaiser, then we're gonna go for faster spike.
By the comet.
Rebels get full armor the moment we end the turn. It does look like they're sending one army against us. Two. Okay.
Get nasty.
These guys are at war with Clan Sky, and somehow they can keep an army there. And Estalia controls their capital. That's just crazy. Those beastmen, this sucks so hard.
So?
What?
What? So?
Ooh, they're no longer at war with Clan Sky, they're at war with Pyre Sartosa.
Aye.
Karak-Hin at war with both dwarves, with both vampires.
The Empire.
I wanna kill the rebels and then clear Clan Spittle.
Yes? Anad?
Karak-War is only at war with Grimgor.
Who calls?
Armored.
No evildoer may receive the
The Empire.
Golden Order is at war with both vampires. If the vampires somehow take down Golden Order and Black Mountains, they will have a good base to fight the rest of the Empire. This is probably an ideal situation for them if they win.
What?
Protector of the realm.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 Peaks. Boss of them night goblins. Kill 'em all! Who needs stepping? Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Well, at least it's not 50-50, you know. There's 6 breaches, the settlement's been looted, it's in ruins. Does anybody else think Fuhir uses set kek too much? He's a set kek spammer. One day the real Spanish guy will come in the stream and don't even say such things.
Night Goblin War Boss! Gelato ready! Running! What?
Projectiles must have anti-large. Or just, you know,
Quick!
usual OP projectiles.
Nasty skullcats! Moving fast! Who we killing? Right there! Yeah! Ah! Ah! The night's already! Moving fast! Moving fast! Letting it
Why did someone have to rename this unit? I wanted to disband it. Just causing confusion on the unit cards.
Squig hoppers! Moving fast!
Upgrading my gaming PC soon, so I'll be able to finally play Warhammer 2 in ultra and any ultra setting. Is we're getting ultra unit size, or is the game balance on large? The game balance on large mentality is only those with poor PCs, so they don't have to feel bad about playing on large. That's what I think.
Running! Let's scrap! Running! Running! Squig hoppers! Happy to help! Sticker! Scanner stricken!
No matter how fucked up the balance is, more is always better.
Who can we stun?
How are we gonna measure dicks if you can't see the big numbers on the kills?
Moving fast! We is gobbers! Running! Running! Stick up!
You know, in multiplayer, you need to get good performance. You know, can't have an esport game if it's laggy. So 60 FPS plus all the way.
Running! Nasty skullcats! Gonna stab him! We is better than them! Someone's rule!
I'm pretty sure the rebels can use a VAR. I forgot to patch the rebels regarding the VAR.
We is gobbers! Moving fast! Charge! Smash him up! Stickers ready!
Well, regarding performance, Taika, just turn off the blood effects. It's a difference between having a you know, $1,000 PC and a $2,000 PC in performance. Even the best components get wrecked by the blood effects. My battle literally doubled in performance in large battles with without blood effects. Blood effects is a scam. Not only they charge you money, but they kill your performance. This is the settings I use for my hardware to get a good mix of quality and performance. Unless I'm streaming on higher FPS, the streaming barely affects the performance of the game. So regarding Tomb King fights and the Skaven, the blood effects kill everything. The shade of detail is also makes a difference. but the blood effects is the main culprit.
Moving fast!
What card am I running? You can see here. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. It's from Gigabyte Hours series, brand, scam, whatever you want to call it.
Me is better than them! You're a killer! Stab him! He is gobbo!
Some blood effects you actually are pretty good, like the artillery shots or magic, but everything else it looks really bad. Like, you know, brown chocolate. So you're definitely gonna lose some of the, you know, the visual, you know, gore, blowing gore, but not at cost of double the performance. Hell no, fuck that. Because of this, the large battles actually can lock on a low FPS. You can literally lock at like 14, 13 FPS and will not fix at the end until the rest of the battle, until the battle is over. Even if you have a good computer. Because of the low effects. Now it makes sense why the CA never runs with blood effects. It totally kills the performance. They really want to show 60 plus FPS. Unless, what the fuck is then you know, the market whoring from Intel and Nvidia if they can't show good performance? Why even buy better hardware, right? So when you're this showcasing something, it better run butter smooth.
Warlord of 8 pigs! Wah! We is better than them! Let me at him! Moving fast! Moving fast! He is better than them! Moving fast!
No matter what kind of hardware you have, in a large battle, the blood will fuck up everything. Especially if you want to try to use also permanent corpses. So you see these corpses here. You can see the car where the carnage happened. This is also a performance killer. When the corpses disappear, you get very good performance. You can run pretty much very high FPS all the time. So having both corpses on and the blood and gore, absolute performance killer. High resolution as well in the mix. Psh. Better have that 6-7K PC.
Goblins! Gonna kill her! Shot! Gonna kill her! Nasty skulkers! Let's fight!
How are they not routed yet? City's been overrun pretty much.
Moving fast! Warlord of 8 pigs! Ah! Ah! Charge! Gonna kill him! Moving fast! Fine! Running! Moving fast!
He lost the unit of Gobos here. Got surrounded battle there. $193 kill in the Rock Lober, damn. Basic Greenskin, yeah, units, the range units, artillery. Always getting angles, like the Mud Wizards. The settlement's all been looted, so we're gonna just loot again. We have to repair it anyway, so get some replenishment over this. Extra balance is good as well. Well, I'll use them with the second army, I guess. Good. Tier 2 here should be enough to fight the rebels. This province is not gonna stabilize because Tylea will attack Enter now.
Who needs stabbing? This way!
We also have to see what is going on here.
Right like snake.
It's probably smaller armies. 59, we're 72, we're taking damage. There's also mutiny gets coming this way.
I ain't doing that.
Does look like there is bandits some units on the way. There could probably like 4 or 5 armies started moving and they started disbanding units because they cannot afford them.
Get out of me head. You want schemes? I got schemes.
I'll get a goblin, a night goblin shaman.
Oh my god.
Better than anything,
Have you seen
nothing.
that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Nice.
Spell time. Let's get stabby.
Yoo-hoo. Thank you, Bill.
Great and powerful war boss. I got me brother. Ready for bossing? Plotting and scheming. Now's the time. Skarsnik, warlord of 8 Peaks. Not enough warmth. On it. I serve.
Not for all that safe in the world.
This one probably gonna be on the campaign map.
Supreme ruler of 8 Peaks. Wrecking assassin.
I was wondering if they actually build a wall here. There's gonna be a lot of units here if they did. They're not gonna be too much for Skarsnik
Schemes. I
all
got
at once, but you can
schemes.
just ambush the one outside. We just have to see what is going on.
Night Gobbo war boss.
It does look like they're targeting our settlements there.
Praise Sigma.
Skull Takers respawned.
What do you want? Gorg wants me.
Can cripple this army.
Yes, boss.
Against council orders.
Huh? I got me brother.
The nation calls.
I don't think you can win against this many crossmen. Might even have the anti-Grinskin tech, which is ridiculous.
Plotting and scheming. Little war ready. Dogs will.
Let's see what the Skaven have here. We need to get rid of those Skaven.
I'm Trixie. What What the zugginet do you want? Leaving! Pathetic. Let me help. Boss of them night goblins.
We want these guys to actually just march into us.
Killing.
Yeah, these guys that are coming around.
Great and powerful war boss. Moving. I'm a schemer.
Schema! This is all good here. Oh, good.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
This is our next target, this cave in here. After that, we could go into the Badlands, so we can just take Black Mountains, Tylea, or Princess. This area is awkward. It's like you spend early game killing Belegar here, and then you know you have to leave it to go into the Badlands, and you most likely just lose it. Ideally, you know, you will not lose it, but the power is already forming after like turn 40. It's impossible to keep it without a proper army. And you kind of need to go here and then build up from here. And then come back here later.
I refuse.
Look at Moon part of the campaign is pretty much done. We need to form the Greenskins. Ambush got foiled by who? I'm in my own territory, nobody there, and Ambush gets foiled. Goddamn spy satellites. Ambush gets foiled by something we don't see, cause they see us and we don't see them. This system, man. What the fuck? It's not even the same region. These guys are looking for an enemy.
Charge here. What do you want?
And our current enemies will not do.
I'm the prophet.
Oh no, do you?
No evildoer may
On an great leader.
Who calls? So, yes? The
My hero.
Looks like everybody's busy. Busy.
Burn so much as a blade of...
Take your hulking carcass beyond our waystones and never darken this forest again.
Hulking carcass. What? I'm a goblin, man. What's this hulking carcass he's talking about? I'm confused, guys. Anybody else confused here? Hulking carcass. What's he talking about?
Were it not for the kind heart of the... If I had my way, the...
Skarsnik!
God damn it, Sirix, what the hell?
This way? Let's get stabby. Get going. Who's the boss?
So we hide both of them here.
Night Gobbo War Boss. Moving out! Alright,
I
alright!
have to get information what's there. I think the second guy could clear everything here, but hard to say. Hard to say what's this. They're 69 and these Kevin guys are 62. They might have some quality units.
I got plans.
So let's just dismantle this invasion here. 14 units, 9 units. You can see that it's been even more units. They over-recruited and they started a long journey. By the time they get there, they lose half the units to disbanding. You can see clearly they disbanded units. The only thing these guys are a nuisance to the undefended settlements in this type of strategy. We could expect an underway here.
I like a good plan. What?
Yeah, I want to clear this cave in here because this is gonna be rebellion non-stop. It's almost a good thing, but it'll get tedious.
No, blame you. Now. Can it be quick? Just go.
These guys are trespassing in the Border Princess territories. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Sounds an absolute nightmare to deal with. It's almost like the AI know about the range meta. This is absolute counter to the Greenskins AI versus AI auto-resolve. They get that broken tech and the Bloody Hands can't win against this. This is some serious imbalance going on even between the AIs. No wonder the Empire is winning everywhere.
Alright, you got my attention. Suppose so.
Verminous valor!
Let's get stabby. You're the boss.
So what they have, they didn't build a wall, thank god. They built an order building. AFK here, they built the order building. Oh man. They have plagues and clan warriors, damn, that's actually a pretty good setup here. There should probably be a wall.
Guide us, Horned One!
So we are dealing with nearly 40 units here. Of which are 7 are plague monks. We are about to hit veterancy. Plague monks are no joke for the goblins.
Silent executioner.
One shit lord and one decent lord.
Strip.
Lots of Skaven slaves though. 7 units of Skaven slaves. The goblin archers eat these guys alive. And nothing we have to worry about here.
Can't see me.
The lightning strikes, the Scarcing along with lightning strikes should do fine.
Secret arts. What you want?
Might capture the rock lobber here. We need the night goblins here so they can go vanguard if they get attacked immediately.
Gonna kill him! I'm the best! We is better than them! We is Gubbos! Gubbos rule!
This guy's probably gonna take it here.
Stop it! Let me at him! Ha ha! Running! Goblins! More wants it! Let's run! Let's
Man, just send on one side.
running! Running! Doing one! Moving fast! Nine Goblin War Boss!
It's an encounter we don't want to take.
Moving fast! Running!
Get slaughtered.
Mr. K! Moving fast! I'm ready! Where is Gubbos?
These are rebels, they don't have the VAR buff. They forgot to patch the rebels. So, we just have to trigger the Divine Direct.
Stickers ready! Gubbos are ready! Biscuit stabbers! Moving fast! Goblins! Yeah, I'll do it! Happy to help! Gonna kill her! Stabber! Running! Running! Gonna kill her! Goblin!
Oh, damn it, guys, supposed to be there with them.
Moving fast! Moving fast! Moving fast! Let's scrap! Let's fight! Moving fast! Ah! Stabbing! Let's running! Go on then! Moving fast! Let's have them! Doing it! Goblins!
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Goblins!
What the hell?
Thank me, sleep.
Night is here! Let's scrap! Smash 'em up! Yeah! Night Goblin War Boss! Charge! The lads are ready!
Look at them orcs fleeing from goblins. What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
The lads are ready!
Can you even imagine, man?
Moving fast!
Set cake.
Let's scrap!
Quarrelers don't skirmish, but orc are boys skirmish. And these guys are better melee unit than the quarrelers.
Let's do this! Come on, lads!
A chance.
Running! Gotta kill him! Kill him! Gonna stab him! Goblins! Orcs, do it! Stabbers ready! The knights are ready! Ready! This stinks! Get going!
You're wondering why we are using a Night Goblin War Boss here. and not a Night Goblin, and then a Grey Goblin Shaman, Goblin Great Shaman, which is just superior, is because this one had the trait for cheaper goblins. The only reason why we got an army like this at this point is because he had the trait for cheaper goblins. Instead of having 40% cheaper goblins, we have 55% cheaper goblins. So we can get a extra army earlier. That was about trait, not really about the lord. The Goblin Great Shaman is better in every way. Get a wizard which can support better than this guy can melee. Later get a spider which makes this guy look bad in melee as well. And you get a Goblin Tide. And that Rock Lobber is still in pretty good shape.
What a sucking it do you want?
Doesn't do anything for this guy.
I got me brother. Who's the boss?
We got the Better Knight sneaking. Well, Better Knight sneaking, the Gobos, and then the campaign skills. Let's give 6 attack and 6 attack for the goblins.
Great and powerful war boss. Stop that! Night Gobbo war boss. Forwards! Boss of them night goblins! Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this! Skarsnik, Warlord of 8 Peaks!
Oh my god, look at that, 258 kills. What the fuck, devs?
Legging it! You want schemes? I got schemes! I ain't doing that!
Okay boys, this is gonna be it for the part 1 of the stream today. We'll have a part 2 probably after like 4 or 5 PM into the evening. On the ship schedule these days, doing mainly Krugmore campaign. We'll be doing probably the second campaign alongside it if the random enemy campaign gets when it gets reached. So Gobos plus something else. This campaign is gonna be here for a bit. Could be just short, could be long. Probably, hopefully, just gonna be a short campaign, and we just click, you know, things with the green skins while we're doing also some other stuff. Second campaign or something else as well to pass the time while we get into more exciting Warhammer 2 stage again. See you guys later.